Well, this you have to see. Herschel Walker did what was probably not a good idea. He held a press conference to talk about this scandal that has surfaced as he is accused by one of the mothers of one of his children of urging her and subsequently paying for her to get an abortion, despite claiming to be completely against abortion, claiming that abortion is murder, claiming that he is against any exceptions for abortion, health, life of the mother, incest, rape, all these different things. And this one was essentially an abortion of convenience, according to the mother, who said he said it wasn't the right time for him to be having a baby. He decided to hold a press conference. And I have to tell you, this is the most disastrous press conference I can remember. This is as bad as any Trump press conference. And I remember when Trump talked about injecting bleach. OK, Herschel Walker can barely speak. And so when you put him in front of reporters who are going to ask questions, it's bound to be a disaster. And it was. I don't even know where to start. Herschel Walker was asked, have you, now that it has been identified that the woman making the claim about the abortion is one of the mothers of your children, that's a known number of people. Have you reached out to one of the mothers to ask them, hey, are you the one? And he says no. And the explanation is seems like something out of a Dr. Seuss novel.
Any of the mothers of your children?
No.
To ask what? Why not?
Why'd I need to?
Well, because according to the article, the woman who says that you paid for her to have an abortion is also the mother of one of your children. It seems like that's an easy way to...
Because of the article, I had more kids.
Okay. He says, because of the article, I had more kids. What does that mean? I don't know. An article forced him to have a child somewhere? The article impregnated someone with his DNA? What does that mean? Because of the article, I had more kids.
That's why I haven't reached out to anyone, because I said no, and that's what I mean. When I said no, I said it's not correct, that's a lie. And that's what I mean, that's a lie.
But if the woman said that
yes, let me go to her.
Thank you. You said that if this did happen, there's nothing to be ashamed of. How do you
Wait, I never
that?
said...
You said that this morning on you.
No, what I said, I was talking about...
Now, he did say that, and I'll have the clip. So, first of all, he's told, you said this morning in an interview, if this did happen, it's nothing to be ashamed of. He's like, I never said that. He did, and I'll play it for you in a moment.
Something totally different than if this did happen. I said, when I was with my ex-wife and with my past, nothing to do with what this woman said.
So
I said, this here, the abortion thing is false. It's a lie. And that's what I said. I said, anything happened with my ex-wife or what Christian was talking about, I don't know.
Okay. So he said, I didn't say that thing this morning. And yet here he is saying that thing yesterday morning, that it would be nothing to be ashamed of if it were true.
I'm saying I've been forgiven because of all the things I did when I went to the thing with my ex-wife and all that, and things I did, I don't know how many years ago that I wrote in my book. I said, guys, I wasn't perfect. I had my problem with mental health, and I've been born again, but I have a new life, and I've been moving forward, and if that had happened, I would have said it, because there's nothing to be ashamed of there.
If that had happened, I would have said it, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. There he is himself saying the thing, and not exactly sounding like a guy who has his story straight. That's for damn sure. And this is one of the worst candidates, not just this election cycle. This is one of the worst Senate candidates I have ever seen. Quite frankly, he should be dropping out of the race, but he might win. I mean, the voters in Georgia are coming up with so many post hoc rationalizations for this. He might actually win. We'll take a look at what polling looks like after the weekend. Here's another moment from this disastrous press conference. He's told, hey, the lieutenant governor said the only reason you're even in this thing is because people know you from football. And he's like, what's that guy doing now? And they're like, well, he's the lieutenant governor. And he doesn't seem to get it.
Herschel, the Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan went on TV, I think last night, and had some very critical words of you, saying that the Republican Party was in disarray.
Yes.
I think his direct quote, paraphrasing it, was the only reason he's a Republican nominee is because he scored a lot of touchdowns for the University of Georgia.
Now, who was it you said did that?
Jeff Duncan.
Oh, what is he doing now?
Lieutenant Governor.
Yeah,
God, this is so insane. What's that guy doing? Is the lieutenant governor? He's like, but what is he doing?
No, what is he doing now? He does work for who? Don't he go on some TV show all the time? No. Don't he go on the TV and talk a lot?
He's still the
No, don't he go on TV and talk a lot? Right now, people like that. Do I listen to? People told me I couldn't play football.
Listen, the lieutenant. That's true. The lieutenant, as far as I know, the lieutenant governor has absolutely no touchdowns to his name. That's absolutely true. What's your reaction to people so close to you saying you were dishonest, like his own son? Here's his answer to that.
What's your reaction to people so close to you? Your son, a mother of your someone who says that she's the mother of your kids, saying that you're lying. What's your reaction to people so close to you saying don't trust you?
Well, just like what I just said, the Democrat is desperate for this seat.
The Democrats. Oh, God. His son, Christian Walker, is a devout MAGA Republican. This has nothing to do with Democrats. I've never seen anything like this. Who advised him to do this?
Important. They're very desperate for this seat. I love my family. I always love my family. I'm going to win this race. I know I'm going to win this race.
Dear God, what an absolute and total disaster. I am hopeful that by Monday or Tuesday, whenever we get the latest polling on this race, I'm hopeful that this will be essentially over. Now, if we look at the polling, again, we're still waiting on new data. We only have 2 polls right now that include any polling after the start of this scandal. And most of these polls were still before the scandal, but it represents about a 4-point swing in the direction of Raphael Warnock. As you can see, sort of before this entire thing before the scandal started, you had them roughly tied. And Warnock has jumped out to a roughly 4-point lead. And you see the red line there is Walker. If you're looking along with me, Walker's polling declining. 95% of the polling here is before the scandal. So Monday, Tuesday, after the long weekend, hopefully we will have some new data in which it looks much, much worse for Herschel Walker. And again, in a normal country, in a normal planet, in a normal universe, a galaxy, whatever, this guy would have no shot. But this is not a normal situation. When you're looking for a good documentary to watch, you scroll through Netflix and Hulu for a while. There aren't that many. You realize you've seen the good ones. What if I told you there's a streaming platform exclusively for documentaries with the best selection where you won't run out of top quality documentaries? That is Curiosity Stream, with a massive catalog of the newest and best documentaries, classic titles from years ago, exclusive content you can't find anywhere else. I just watched Pompeii, Disaster Street. I visited Pompeii in Italy before. I wish I had seen the documentary before visiting, because it was made very clear I missed a lot when I actually went to Pompeii. You can watch Curiosity Stream on all of your devices. They're always adding new titles: politics, philosophy, true crime, nature. They have everything. And my audience gets Curiosity Stream for under $2 a month when you go to curiositystream.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.